The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Jones has it. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
Stay 50.
To throw again on second down. Stafford is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Jones. He will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
First and 10.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
A big loss on the play.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, that'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 30, past the 20, touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7. Saints nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to run. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Hey, 22!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
By Jeff Okuda.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2nd and goal from the 1. Takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jameis Winston with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Is good.
And he puts it through.
The score, Saints 14, Lions 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Throwing again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Coleman. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the gun, Stafford. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Swift. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it first and 10. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
For New Orleans.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a toss, Kamara left side. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Kamara. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Down, Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working out of the gun. Winston escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Lions take over first.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
1st down and goal to go.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Saints 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They throw right away. That's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's funny, partner. You often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he's a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a 1st down.
48-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. They find Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 33. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Stafford here. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Saints.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And now it's 2nd down.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Final play of the half here, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play fake. Winston rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
from the 27. Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds and being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Winston now. And trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jamie Collins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Another former New England Patriot reunited with a former Patriot coach, Matt Patricia, of course the head coach of the Detroit Lions. There's a sack by Jamie Collins. He's come up a career high for sacks. Had 7 last year with the New England Patriots. But what I think is best about his game and what really fits what Detroit's looking for, his versatility. They'll use him all over the field, both in pass coverage and rushing the passer, hoping to create more big plays, as we just saw there.
On third down, Winston. And it is incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Makes the score.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. His pass is intercepted for the 14th down. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Winston slings this deep from McLaurin. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to get this down near 11 yards there, first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And it's 3rd down.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, this is caught. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
27.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next?
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the
4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Again, it's Kamara, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 49-yard line.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New Orleans, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire